What's up, YouTube? Chase Bristow coming at you. As you got, if you have been following me, I am officially a nomad. I am going to tell you, if you guys are interested in the nomad life, do it while you're young, because if you get older, you can't do anything. I'm going to tell you a few things I've learned in creating your happiness. I've spent a lot of time being miserable in life, a lot of time where I thought there was nobody out there. And I didn't have anybody for the longest time, and yeah, there have been people like telling me, do this, do that. I've decided to create my own happiness. I've decided to not let anyone stand in the way of my happiness. I've decided to surround myself with good people, choose who I converse with and everything. My hair looks a wreck. Oh well. So I'm gonna be this video is not gonna be humorous. It's not gonna be anything other than me talking about things, like how things are going. Right now, I have some amazing things in the works that I can't really discuss, but they're pretty awesome. Life couldn't be better for me. I am so happy. I'm a weekly guest on the Joe Cazzo show. I talk to him pretty much every Wednesday, and you can hear me if you check in and listen in on his podcast. You go on his website, the Joe Cazzo show, and look me up. I'm the Gay Nomad. That being said, I am spending my last night here in Georgia, and then I am going to Orlando, Florida tomorrow, where I will be continuing my mission to help people in need. And because I'll tell you what my mission is. Well, my story goes off like, first and foremost, I was thrown out of my parents' house because I'm gay. Yes, I'm 28 years old, but there's a lot of people out there who say, yeah, if you're 18, your parents can kick you out, but I was getting disability checks. My paychecks were coming in the mailbox to that house, and there's a lot more that meets the surface. Like, I am on disability, and I have what's called Asperger's syndrome, which is a form of autism, so I get disability checks. Well, I have a credit card that my dad gave me a while back, so I decided to use that money to fund my trips. And instead of being homeless in Maryland where it's freezing cold, I decided to go out and see the entire U.S. And let me tell you about being a nomad. First rule of being a nomad: the best way to start is make sure you have no way to get back home. You can't come back home. Because if you do, you'll always have that urge to stop being a nomad and go back home. Second rule, you gotta leave a lot of things behind. Whatever you can fit into one bag, you do. You fit whatever you take, whatever you feel is necessary, like a few sets of clothes, maybe a tent, sleeping bag, covers, whatever you can fit into a big bag that you can carry on your back at all times. I have a really big bag right here with a tent in it right here. That's my bag. I have a tent in there and a blanket. I've been going around helping homeless people and listening to their stories and being a friend to everyone who needs one. The second rule of thumb, if you're gay, like me, Grindr's your best friend. Grindr and any apps like that, because you can talk to people and try to find somebody who's kind enough to take you in. Yeah, I've had to give a few, but that's about all I've done. I have too much self-respect to do anything other than foreplay. Anyway, Grindr's your best friend. If you're a gay nomad, Grindr, your best friend, Gator, whatever apps you have, Hornet, Scruff, Growler, whatever. They're your best friends. They are your go-to for shelter, warm, hot shower, clothes being cleaned, this, that, and the other. If you're straight, pretty much up the creek without a paddle. Because not many people will take in a straight guy. Also, another rule of thumb, if somebody invites you to stay with them, do not overstay. Do not let emotions get involved, because I made that mistake. I'm learning as I go. I'm still new at this, but what I learned is not to stay too long, one night per place, and move on the next day. Don't stay too long. If they invite you to stay another day, don't, because then you'll find out who they really are. You'll get into drama and involved in a lot of BS, this, that, and the other. You don't want that. You want to live happily. So leave the next day, no matter how nice it seems. You can always find someplace else. Also, have like maybe $70 backup money for a hotel if you don't have a tent. It's ideal to buy a tent, and if you get like SSI like me, you can use that to fund your entire month. You don't need much. All you need is like a really big tent and maybe some shampoo or whatever. If you're very clean with yourself like I am, I always stay clean. What else do I have to cover? Oh yeah, if you have like SSI check, what I do is like before I get my ticket to a bus or whatever, I will get a room for a couple nights to sit back, have a pizza, which I did. I had this Coke right here, had a pizza, basically sitting back watching some TV, enjoying some TV, enjoying like basically some sanity and some alone time to sit back and prepare for my next move. I'm going to be going to Orlando, Florida tomorrow, and I'm going to be staying in Florida, nomading it around there until January, which I'm either going to go to Alabama or skip all the way to LA in hopes to meet Betty White. Because let me tell you, flat out, I have done a lot of things in my life, and pretty much my entire bucket list is complete, with the exception of one thing, and the one thing that I trade my entire bucket list for and leave that incomplete. And that one thing is meeting Betty White. She's my goddess. But anyway, yeah. So, best thing to do before you go on your next move, so you're not tired and you can get your rest and relaxation. If you get like an SSI check, get a room for a couple nights, cheap room like this. This room cost me about $100 for 2 nights. It's got everything in it. If you're ever, let me recommend this place to you if you're a nomad. If you're looking to vacation, I strongly suggest you check into the Holiday Inn, because let me tell you a little secret about this place. I'm at the Jolly Inn, okay? Yes, I know this room looks pretty cool, but I'm gonna show you something. This is the reason why this is for like nomads only. I don't want to really do this, but I'm showing it to you anyway. Right here is something I found crawling around this room. I stayed here because they have TV Land and I was watching the Golden Girls. I will not. Yeah, I got Golden Girls pants on too. See? I will not leave this room because they had TV Land and there was a Golden Girls marathon on. Anyway, if it wasn't for them having TV Land, I would have left this son of a bitch alone. That's a roach. Yeah. Don't ever get a room at the Jolly Inn unless you're a nomad on a tight, fixed budget. Anyway, yeah. God, I hate roaches. Ugh. Reminds me of a story back in elementary school, which I'll save for another day. Yeah. So, yeah, this is pretty much a big adventure for me. Before before like before I come back home to Maryland, I will have seen the entire U.S. Well, at least I will have visited every state and stayed there for a month. Which means that's 50 months away from home, 50 months away from my parents, 50 months away from my family, 50 months away from people I know. So that's about 4 years. I'm going to be gone from Maryland for the next 4 years and enjoying my life and helping those who need it. People who are stuck out in the gutter because their parents threw them out or boyfriend kicked them out, wife kicked them out, whatever. And I'm going to be taking them to lunch to McDonald's if I can afford it. If not, I want to be there and listen to the story because, sometimes all somebody really needs is someone to listen to them and be there for them to get that chip off their shoulder because, that is sometimes the best thing for somebody is somebody to be there to listen to them. And that's what I'm doing. I am pretty much spreading kindness across America right now because, I hate to be a political little bitch about things because one thing I do not do is politics, but I am going to say something political. Donald Trump always wears this hat, "Make America Great Again." He ain't doing shit. He ain't traveling the country like I am and trying to help people who need it, coming to them, approaching them one by one, and trying to see if they need anything, trying to be there and help them in any way possible. And I am making America great again. And you know what? If shit goes the way it's going, I may just run to be the first openly gay president. I don't know, maybe I'll make America great again. I'm sorry. But anyway, I have to get packing because I got a bus to catch at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning to Orlando. I've been eating like a pig. By the way, if you're ever in the South, you have to try this place called Bristow right here. They have a 5 for 5 deal where you can get 5 items off the menu. Like you can get 5 hamburgers, 5 hot dogs, whatever, for $5. And this is my favorite restaurant right now, Crystal. If you're in Maryland, you probably never heard of it. If you're up north, you probably never heard of it. The most amazing fast food place in the world, Crystal. Their service is slow, but they're amazing. Anywho, I'm signing off, and I will talk to y'all later and keep you up to date on my journey. Can't wait to see how big this tent is. This tent sleeps 6 people. I could have a little party in there if I wanted to. Oh, and another thing before I go. One extravagant item per SSI check also. If I get an SSI check, so I decided to do like one extravagant item or a tattoo. This month I decided to stick with an extravagant item. This is a very loud speaker that I got for $60. That was my extravagant item. Now, last month I got a smaller extravagant item because I got a little paycheck from work, which was this wallet. Girl's wallet. Anyway, I gotta sign off and get ready for Orlando tomorrow. Stay golden, y'all.
I don't know, but
peace.
pretty soon, I guess. Your mom kind of hinted at it.